everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 3 p.m. Eastern, November 7th, 2018. In today's meditation, as we progress, advance, become more and more aware of who we are, what we are, where we're going, is establishing relationships. It means if you become aware of who you are, what you are, and you begin that relationship with yourself, which I would expect by this time most of you have been, and then with any of the new folks coming in, you will be. So once you've established this loving relationship with yourself, you are in a much better position, place, or space to have loving relationships with humanity. And when you, it's effortless. It's pretty much effortless when you've established the love for yourself and for your higher self and for who you are, and then you reach out to others. And it's funny today, I watched a little boy. It was in a pretty crowded place, and he went up and he waved at me, and then there was a guy in front of me, and he was about 8, maybe 7, and he just came up to this man and just hugged him. Didn't know him, never seen him before. His dad was there, and he just walked over and he just hugged the guy. He wanted to ask his dad if he could hug that man. He said, "Can I hug that man?" And his dad said, "Sure." You know, it's interesting how we begin to, when we become adults, and we forget who we are. And just because the body grows in age does not mean that we are not still children. And to be in the adult body or the older body is to have that, because that is your higher self. That is who you are. When you, and people go, "Well, you can't just go around hugging people." No, but you can hug them with your heart mind. Okay? There was a guy a long time ago. His name was Leo Biscaglia. And he would run around. He was on all the talk shows, Johnny Carson, Mark Griffin, all the rest of those. And he would run around. He wrote books, and he would just hug people. He'd run through airports, all over the place, hugging people, picking them up. The big guy, he'd just pick you up and hug you. Another guy by the name of Charlie Tremendous Jones who would do the same thing. And you know how good it feels when you're hugged? I mean, any of you, really. When you're genuinely hugged, not those little hugs that people are, it's strange when people, hug you that have no motion, no warmth, nothing. It's just like a little touch. Crazy. It's crazy. But I was talking to a lady today that was saying, it's nice to talk with someone who's outside the box. I don't get that chance that often to talk with someone who's outside the box. And I said, what would happen if all of humanity was outside the box? Remember to look through the illusion to the core of the reality. Remember to look through the illusion to the core of reality. The illusion is the surface. It's all the things you see, you're distracted by. So it's a process of being a relationship master and looking to weighed on us, we've been dragged through it, bathed in it forever. And don't you think it's time that we just don't entertain it anymore? And it isn't about what's going on around you. It's about you, what you're doing, what your dreams are, what you want to do. What are your dreams? And I don't care if you're 110. It makes no difference. It's your dreams that are the important part of all existence. And people get tired and they forget about them and they don't even pursue them. Dreams are meant to materialize into reality. Dreams are the essence of what you create with values. So, relationships amongst humanity, the better we do together, the more is created for all. We do this together in love, in peace, in harmony. So everywhere you go, everyone you talk with, you are literally beaming them well wishes, goodness, happiness, joy. And when you can talk with people, all you're thinking about is exchanging with them the love you have for them. That's what you're thinking about. You're looking at what they look like. You're looking at what they're wearing. You know, you're basically looking at them for what they are inside that body. You are creating a relationship. You are expanding your love and appreciation for each fellow human on this planet, for all inhabitants of this planet, for that matter. So, if you will, go to the place where you are not going to be disturbed, which I'm sure you all are, and breathe. Relax. And as you relax, you want just in the moment, let everything fall away. Right in the moment, let everything fall away. Let it just go. And I mean stresses, anxieties, angers, impatience, judgment. All of those little things that stick to us as we draw them, and the mind draws them to us like a magnet. Let them go. And breathe. And as I'm talking, you're going to want to breathe through the nose. Hold it 1001, 1002, 1003, and exhale through the mouth. As you want to do this 6 times, and as you breathe in through the nose, you're breathing in divine, positive energy. It's your balance. This is an energy coming in to balance you, to harmonize and help with your harmony and your frequency and your love, your deep eternal love, and your kindness and your softness and your appreciation and thankfulness and gratefulness for you, for all that you are, and your appreciation and kindness and love for all of your brothers and sisters, for all that they are. The light shines brightest within each and every one of us, and it's time that we share that light with everyone. Come out of hiding. Expand. And you're embracing you and everyone else. You're hugging them. Relationships. Creating values. And as you expand, you exhale. And you're exhaling all of the things that keep you, hold back, keep you from engaging with others, whether it be your heart mind, whether it be a wishful thought, a happy thought, or whether it just be a smile on your face, or people that you feel comfortable with, give them a hug. Mind if I give you a hug? It doesn't take much. Relationships, having them with ourselves and everyone else. Good, loving, caring, nurturing. And we're letting all the stuff that keeps us from doing that. We're letting it go, releasing it. And now what we're going to do is go in through the heart-mind. We go in through the heart-mind, right in the chest, and we go deep and up, deep and up. And as we go deeply and up, we find ourselves immediately encased in a perfect sphere of the golden white pink light of Prime Source Creator God's deep eternal love, of Archangel Raphael's emerald green flaming healing light, of the purple transmuting flame, the violet ray, and the white fire. And it permeates us, strengthens us, revitalizes us, just literally increases our frequency to the highest level of love. And we're completely protected. The only thing that can penetrate it is deep eternal love from Prime Source Creator God. We look and we see our higher self. We immediately join, full body embrace, happy and joyous to be one with our spirit, our higher self, our God spark, and in jubilation, we are in communication with all of our higher selves and any others that we have permission with to talk with, to communicate with. Hand in hand, arm in arm, we begin to float up above the planet. And as we float up, we call upon all of the light beings through all of the galaxies, solar systems, universes, dimensions, and infinity, who are of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation. And they come. We call upon all the archangels, the seraphim, the cherubim, the archetypes, to join us in this meditation. We call upon all the angels to join us in this meditation, who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. We call upon the inner earth and hollow earth inhabitants, who are of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation. We call upon the Ascended Masters to join us in this meditation of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love. We call upon all of our loved ones who have passed in this life and other lives, all lives that we have existed in, who are of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation. We call upon the fairies, the elves, the gnomes, the sprites, the unicorns, the Pegasus, all of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation. We call upon all the galactic forces of benevolence who are assisting humanity and planet Earth on ascending and liberating themselves from slavery and bondage, of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation. We look up, we see our meditative sphere, holding all of our meditations in perpetual motion, with all of the multitude of light and energy, the deep eternal love from Prime Source Creator God's golden white pink light, emerald green healing flaming light of Archangel Raphael, the violet ray, the purple transmuting flame, and the white fire, all emanating and glowing and vibrating with the deepest eternal love. We feel the rain on our heads. We feel it coming down slowly, saturating, warm, saturating our heads, our skin, head to toe, inside and out, filling us full of gratitude and happiness that we have ourselves, that we love ourselves, and that we love everyone else and their higher selves on who they are. And we are relationship masters. We build those relationships through our heart mind. through our wishes of projecting deep eternal love, embracing each inhabitant of this planet. And we watch as they melt into themselves, and as we all melt into each other, and we become one. We are just facets of each other. We are facets, as if on a diamond. We are millions of facets, billions of facets. That is a piece of us. So loving everyone, as well as ourselves, means that we're loving ourselves fully. Hatred and ignorance and greed and destruction and judgment create more of the same. It should be eliminated. And the only way to do that is through deep eternal love and becoming a master of relationships. And watch it as it transforms humanity. You can feel it in the air. The bickering, the arguing, the disagreeing is eliminating. We are flowing, just like I have said, like the flock of birds, like a herd of antelope. We move in unison. We move as one. We are one. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll be back to close us out. energy spreading, penetrating, touching all of humanity. Feel it expanding. This journey is our only journey to achieve and obtain a level of enlightenment that allows us to expand into total peace, tranquility, prosperity, and happiness. Take it with you throughout the day, into the evening and night, and into the morning. You see how much you open, how much you expand. Walking outdoors, touching all life, being exuberated that you are alive, no matter what your condition may be, but that you are, that body is still carrying you around. And every moment in the now is just as precious as the next, just as special, just as wonderful. Remember, we emanate from within these bodies. That's our true happiness and our true deep eternal love. And we're out to spread it to everyone because we have it with ourselves. It's like bringing all the pieces together and forming one bond. Unbreakable. Undeniable. We will have a time for change call tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on this line. And we'll talk a little bit about, because we're going to have an Olympic art call for about an hour and a half on Sunday. But we'll talk a little bit about it, not much, just some of the questions that people have rose that should be taken care of. I figure this is the best way to cover it with many. And so that people are up to speed, so to speak, and become educated, are able to use the technology very well. And the website is coming along. People have volunteered. We're working on it to get it so it's functional, so that we are onelightforall.net is the address of the website. It's not totally done. Obviously, it's a work in progress. So, but we are onelightforall.net. That's the website address. And eventually, if people have suggestions, and by all means, send them in. I do the best to answer people. Emails come in so quickly that people get lost before I can even put them in their grouping. So you just bear with me. I say I'll call you. When I say I'll call you, I try to call you that evening, but that's not always the case because things happen. And I'm one human, and there's a lot of people that need help. So, but we do the best. We all work together. We're all a family, brothers and sisters. So, I send through Prime Source Creator God and Father Mother a great, deep, eternal love to embrace each and every one of you, to hug you, and to send you happiness. It's to waken that door of happiness and to bring it forth. Joy, bliss, prosperity. Floating. Float along. Hug everyone you can think of in your heart mind. Hug them. Send them love. Don't ever stop. And remember, there's no reason you can't just say it to yourself as much as possible that you are happy. Even in the worst of times, don't let the outside matrix take that away, where you're distracted.